You swear you don't want anything more from me other than sex?
You swear you don't want anything more from me? Know how you girls get tick-tock, tick-tock.
Stop it.
What are you doing?
I'm pulling up my Bible app.
You have a Bible app?
Yes, I am a good girl. And on the iPad.
Okay.
No relationship. No emotions. Just sex.
Whatever happens, we stay friends.
Is it easier to hook up with someone than it is to hold their hand in school?
Yeah.
The girls worry about slut shaming.
There's a whole discussion about it, how girls get treated more, get judged upon more than guys do.
Welcome to another Rewoked video. Today, hooking up has become quite a common practice among young adults in the modern world. We will be looking at what it is and try to revoke much of the misconceptions attached to the idea, along with understanding its implications on personal well-being. So what is hooking up? It is strictly two rules: a casual consensual physical relationship among two individuals, and it is purely non-romantic in nature, also known as no strings attached. The sexual revolution of the 1960s brought a loosening of social norms and sexual morals, which allowed for sex to become uncoupled from relationships and non-marital sex to become more socially acceptable. It is majorly a consequence of invention of birth control and second-wave feminism, also known as the women's liberation movement, among other reasons. Now, most individuals who have the opportunity to indulge in hookups are going for it. It has more or less become a normal practice among young adults, and it is very much understandable. Like, why not? Think about it. Most young adults are exposed to a rather liberal media content. They have more socio-cultural freedom than previous generations, easy access to birth control, preventive measures, and pornography. There seems to be no evident reason as to why one should not participate in the trend. The downsides and risks associated are not very easily noticeable. But are we ready for this? Invention of birth control and second-wave feminism are surely revolutionizing, but they are fairly recent ideas that radically altered the way we live in a society. Only recently, we have begun to somewhat gauge the long-term effects of this revolution. So what is happening exactly? So here's what hookups do best. No strings attached, personal independence, and then they say it feels so good. Research also suggests that those who indulge in hookups reported higher well-being with lower stress. Now, a study published in the Archives of Sexual Behavior suggests that it is not so much whether you have hookups that impacts your mental health, it is why you do it. Favorable motives like wanting the fun, exploring your sexuality, and believing that it is an important experience to have work for most individuals. Unfavorable motives behind hooking up include wanting to feel better about yourself, to avoid other unpleasant feelings, to please someone else, to get a favor or revenge. These motives can negatively affect one's well-being. Consequences, both tangible and psychological, STDs and unwanted pregnancy are a huge threat, despite easy access to affordable preventives. Moreover, hookups can be confusing and can come with a lot of emotional damage, along with expectations that simply negate the upside. As it turns out, developing research suggests that sexual hookups may leave more strings attached than anticipated. Research also suggests that men feeling guilty of the act, while women who feel regret. And contrary to what we have heard before, rates of depression and anxiety are higher among those who engage in hookups, and women who hook up are more likely to report feeling disrespected by their partners. Plus, there is a lack of self-respect in most members participating in hookups. But wait, didn't we just refer to a study that reported higher well-being, lower stress, depression, and anxiety among participants? Well, turns out it's mostly a short-term relief, and it doesn't always work long-term. Adding to it, more partners and quicker initial sexual encounters are negatively correlated with lifelong marital happiness and fidelity, both empirically and intuitively. The hookup culture is also responsible for the generation's lack of hope in the possibility of a lifelong faithful marriage. But hey, it's not as scary as it sounds. So if you want to go for it, it is completely okay. One just needs to be mindful of everything hookups come with. Know the rules of what you're signing up for. There's nothing wrong with an individual, educated choice. However, preventive measures and consciously mitigating the risks is necessary. Further, there is no need to look down on the act and judging yourself or others for doing it. Contrarily, if you don't prefer to indulge in it, if you think hookups are not for you, it is best not to give in to the social and peer pressure, as it will likely make things worse for your psychological well-being. We think empirical experimentation with all relative ideas and choosing what works best for oneself is the way forward. All research on the topic, however, suggests that the long-term greater good lies within a committed relationship for safer and much profound physical and emotional intimacy. Humans have evolved through all these years to appreciate companionship and closeness with their partners that ultimately leads to higher well-being when compared to casual relationships. Ironically, couples in a committed relationship live longer and healthier lives as they have fewer emotional problems. Who would have thought, right? Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Let us know your take on the hookup culture in the comment section below. If you like our content, you can support this channel in many different ways, like sharing this video among your peers, subscribing to our channel, and interacting with us in the comment section. You can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Rewoked to stay updated on relevant topics. Cheers guys, see you soon.